Okay, it's late, but I had this thought about what I've been thinking a lot about these days, which is where does all matter come from, and if we are real, if all this is real, then obviously something has to have started it. And I've I've thought of it as there's a hollow tube in the center, and the outer surface of a cylinder, suppose, and it flares out evenly like this and closes back itself upon itself, closes back upon itself. So it's like if this is the center of the circle of the cylinder, so it's the surface of space time is this and that. And anyway, it doesn't matter because of what I'm going to say next. It doesn't matter whether this is true or not. Since since I have perfectly plausible memories or experiences, and everyone does, the human civilization does, the earth does. What is not definite is how far it goes back, but what is definite is it's going to go in front, and I'm not talking about in terms of time. This is not to be confused with having the me giving in to the temptation of following time for what mankind has defined it as. Not at all. In fact, quite the contrary, it is the perfect reason to believe that time is definitely not the most fruitful of pursuits that we as intelligent beings could pursue. What we should look forward to is, maybe what I would suggest is that we increase the, well, idealistically, of course, we should look towards spreading, towards technologically, towards researching and developing, so that instead of killing, and instead of people dying of hunger and money and all, we should more put in our efforts more towards either building lunar bases, or interplanetary travel, or even better things than the ISS, more humane things instead of weapons and everything. Because in the end, the more, I mean, see, if we wipe half the population of the earth out, then it's going to be a disaster for those that survive as well, because it's not like the centers of knowledge are going to survive. It's going to set us back by thousands of years. And personally, I if I stay alive, I'm sure I'll manage to survive better than most of the survivors, that is. But for it not to come to that, it's important to, well, think about the future, and think about the future more in terms of, I mean, even more in the future, in terms of longer uh, time frames than we think about right now. Very idealistic and all, but it's just a thought. And the outer circle of the cylinder into the closed closed sphere kind of thing. Well, it'll at least serve the purpose of neither having a beginning nor having an end, right? Wherever Earth is situated on that space time surface. So,